I've had a number of comments on the site, on the Ask Mikes and emails about, I just don't understand. I can't get my hands to do this hand action, what you're talking about. It just, something doesn't click. Well, the reason it doesn't click with most of you is because you're trying to make a golf swing that you've been taught, which is a lot of forearm rotation, and that is a way to play. But what I'm going to show you here is something that all of you can do, and you'll start to feel not only your grip, you'll feel how your hands work, and you'll feel as the club goes through the ball, what your hands are supposed to do as the momentum of the club accelerates. So I've got an impact bag here. Now, this could be a bush in your backyard, it could be a tree, it could be any number of things, and I got a stick. Now, it's not golf. So I'm going to take this stick in my left hand, and I'm just going to hit it into the back of that bag. Now, first of all, when I take a hold of it, I'm going to take a hold of it like this. It's in my fingers, and I'm going to hit like that. There is no way I would put it in the palm of my hand, nor would you, and there's no way that I would try to hit it with my left wrist this way if I was going off instinct. So once I hit that bag, so I'll turn this way so you can see it. So if I'm just sitting here and I'm just going to take something and do this, you see how this hand works. Now, if I hit the bag and I kept pushing, and then when the stick came off the bag, it released, what would my wrist do? I'm going to do it this way. So as I pushed, when finally that momentum released, my left wrist would go that way. Now, if I turned around and I said, okay, I'm going to hit the bag with my right hand. Again, you'd put it in your fingers. When you hit it, when you hit the bag, nobody would put their arm up like this. Nobody would hit it with their wrist under here, and nobody would hit it with their wrist that way. You hit it with your hand like here, like you're going to slap something. So you'd go like this. Then as that stick came off the bag, what would happen? So again, I just kept pushing, and there's no tension in my wrist. This arm's pushing that shaft. Then all of a sudden, you see what this hand did? Well, if I put those two together, basically, I've got how my hands work in a golf swing. So if you go to instinct, which is how I started the game, and I played everything off instinct and levers and creating forces that I'd learned in other sports. It wasn't until I came to golf and they said, okay, whoa, what you're doing, you've got a shut club face going back, you've got a throw release going through, that's never going too strong a grip. We got to fix that, and we have to teach you a golf swing. Oh, and your body works incorrectly, your hips aren't twisting. I mean, so they totally reconstructed and gave me what I was supposed to try to do, which was this golf swing, which was a lot of weaker grip, open the face, hold the angle, turn out of the way of it, rotate your forearms, rotate your hips, and it got significantly more difficult for me because it went away from instinct. So that's a really good start point for you to understand a golf swing. Stick, hits, and goes. This one hits, pushes, and goes. Put them both together. I mean, it's pretty, unfortunately, it gets pretty simple, but you got to start with basic concepts, and you've got to understand the task. What is it that you're really trying to do? And if you've got a bad picture or a difficult task, the game becomes harder and harder. That's what happened to me and what is happening to most people out there playing. So let's make this as easy as we possibly can, not complicate it to death based on necessarily maybe what equipment did before and what you used to have to do with the club. Let's just make it as simple as we can where people can have fun with it and learn the game as quick as possible. You still have to practice, no question. But if you practice the right things, the learning curve gets shorter. You practice the wrong things, you may never learn it. So I hope that helps you with how your hands work through the swing. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for regular updates and tips. Thanks for watching.